Like water. Water. Water, 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 water. About you?
Not enough caffeine.
Glitchy, I think you might be an addict.
Yeah, what's your point? Yeah, and you're not wrong.
I think you have a problem.
Yeah.
I think you might be an addict like Sophie. He's got a sweet problems. Well, you got a fat problem, fat ass.
Hey, no insulting each other. You do that off screen. You do that off screen in the wrestling room.
We have a wrestling room?
Legally, no.
Need a little
Wait.
help with these enemies? Try a Gadgetron Taunter. Available at any Gadgetron vendor.
Wee.
Part of me wishes I remembered how many of these stupid unlocking tools are actually in Ratchet and Clank. And, well, and more, because I think there's like 3 different ones in Going Commando.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Which is another reason why I don't like. No, I think there's 2 in Going Commando, which is one of the reasons why I really like don't really like going through that game, because you have 2 different.
And you died.
Ow. You have 2 different.
Hi there, Fuzzball.
Yo.
No, Glitchy, don't do it. It's the most useless weapon in the game.
It's useful here and on one of the other planets. Besides, I said 100%. I am going to try and 100% this game. No,
Yeah.
to the best of my abilities. What was I thinking? Oh, anyway. Um, but yeah, you have like 2 different unlocking tools in Going Commando, from what I remember, and I hate both of them. They're just annoying and tedious. Which is another reason why I prefer Up Your Arsenal, because Up Your Arsenal only has one unlocking tool, and it's Tempest. And I like Tempest. Although, speaking of that, I actually own, um, ow. Sometimes I keep forgetting that one of the PlayStation 5 games I have is the Atari 50th Anniversary Collection.
Nice.
Oh yeah, like it is genuinely a really good collection. And hilariously enough, because of that collection, we have what is genuinely the best Atari Jaguar emulator.
Huh, neat.
Yeah. Um, because I think it's Digital Eclipse that made the collection.
God, I
Because
hate those.
oh yeah, no, they're annoying.
Ooh.
Um,
Yep, and you're dead.
but because of Digital Eclipse, um, we now have what is the best Atari Jaguar emulator, which people actually ripped from that collection, and you can just use it normally for games that weren't included in the collection. So, if you want to play that one Atari Jaguar Bubsy game, now you can. I don't know why you would, but you can.
You are dropping dead here.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't cut this out.
Join
I,
us next time on our next playthrough. Glitchy learns video editing.
on our next playthrough, Glitch plays Dark Souls. There's a death every 5 seconds.
Yep.
Um, all jokes aside, I really do want to get. Not only do I want to get Dark Souls, I also want to get a copy of because there
Gotta love that.
Demon Souls did get a Demon Souls got a remaster on
Wait, shut up.
PS5, and I really want that.
There's a big red button. We gotta push it.
Give me a sec.
Glitchy, push the button.
I'm gonna push the button.
That had nothing to do with the button, did it?
Thank you for selecting our automated self-destruct feature. Vessel annihilation sequence initiated. Please remove
Well,
all
whether it
personal
had anything to do with the
belongings.
button or not, we should probably get out of this. We should probably get out of this ship.
Yeah, it's gonna explode. Gonna get all splody.
You know, before I forget, speaking of Bubsy, um,
Just a reminder, this
which
vessel will self-destruct shortly.
I kind of want to do a review of the Bubsy
Now.
games, but I'm gonna wait. We're supposed to be getting a Bubsy collection that is literally all of the old games from the 90s. So you have Bubsy 1 and 2, the Jaguar game, and Bubsy 3D all included in one collection. The
Yeah,
downside...
your efforts have succeeded.
Give me a sec. Taking a breather.
Stop, you're making me hyperventilate by looking at that.
I don't know. I don't know why I just hang there.
This is Darla Gratch reporting live from Blackwater City. We've just learned that Captain Cork will be presenting the grand prize at the Intergalactic
I
Hoverboard
also
Championship,
forgot to...
which will be held
This is how
here
you
over
know
Hi,
the
I
next
forgot...
Mom.
few days.
No.
In
This is
related
how you know
news,
I forgot to
this
actually
planet
edit
has
this
recently
bit
been
as
suffering from
much,
an
because
infestation of
this is
strange
probably the only
amoeboid
time we see
creatures.
this.
The
See a
city's
4x3
administration
video
has
without the
assured this
overlay.
reporter that every step has been taken to eradicate these nuisances. Darla Gratch, Channel 2 News.
I'm sure she's fine.
Did you see that?
Yes, I hope that poor woman is all right.
Yeah, she's fine,
I
I
think.
think.
I was talking about the hoverboard races.
Hi there, Fuzzball.
You're lucky we kind of need that later.
Hang on.
And we're gonna milk this game for Bolt.
Gotta stand around and do nothing. Oh, okay. So I was actually gonna ask you that later, but I guess you do know about the infinite bolt glitch.
Yeah, I know the farming for Bolt bit.
Which is the easiest, if you do it right, is the easiest way to get the there is a trophy on the PS3 version, which is one of 2 trophies I still have yet to get in the PlayStation 3 version of this game. But there is a trophy. Ow.
Waited too long.
There is a trophy that you can get, which requires you to get 1,000,000 bolts.
Yes, that one I'm aware of.
There's a reason I have not gotten that yet. Also, hi Dan.
Because because you'd have to tape down your circle button and wait a couple hours.
Because the one time that I actually tried doing that and left my PlayStation 3 overnight, I think my PlayStation 3 actually overheated and shut itself off.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ventilation, Glitchy. It's always important.
It was even worse because I think I got like good 200, 300 bolts, and then like I got a decent chunk of bolts before I went to bed and just left my PlayStation on, and then by the time I woke up, because it didn't save, there was a decent chunk of bolts that I just did not have because it saved before I did the glitch, and unfortunately Unfortunately, if you do the glitch and then die, you can no longer go back to that area and do the glitch again because it screws with the box placement. I don't know why it happens. I don't know how it happens, but it pisses me off, and it's one of the reasons why I still have yet to get the million bolt trophy. Which is even more annoying because there are cheat codes that you can activate. Because there is a cheat code. There are cheat codes I know that gives you access to weapons and items before you would normally have them. So technically, with that cheat code, if you knew it, you could get the Rhino in the first level despite starting a brand new save.
Mm.
Yeah. I both use that cheat code. I've used that cheat code before, and even have a save file that technically would have me unlock that trophy, and that trophy still has not unlocked for me.
And bro, don't you know how to flamethrower?
I do. Ow.
Not good enough. Start over.
Let's do another episode. Of Glitch keeps forgetting to edit. The irony is, I think I've gone on record and said.
I got some great bargains for you today.
I think I've gone on record and said a couple times that one of the things I went to college for is for video editing. And you would think I would learn. Also, so I went from one recording session to another. That's why I go back to that ship to make sure that it did trigger that. Yes, I did get the thing.
Dude, you know nothing about weapons efficiency.
I know a decent chunk about weapons efficiency. I also have gotten to a point where I've stopped caring. I just have this visual image of like someone animating our commentary, and it's just a little rumpy on the back of me, on my back.
I don't know, Glitch. I tried making a robot me once. It didn't work out too well.
I didn't say a robot you. I mean, like we basically. It's like one of those baby carriers, but we've shrunk you to fit in it.
So I'd be baby rump.
Well, it's less baby rump and more we just made you that size. Like we didn't turn you into a baby. We just shrank you into baby size.
Okay, well I better not become a marketable plushie.
I make no promises. Although to be fair, if any of us is going to become a marketable plushie first, it'd probably be Sophie.
Yeah, that's true.
he's the most not because he's cute, and I'm not saying you aren't, Sophie, but it's more because you're the most marketable character out of all of us.
What? Because you're a squirrel and fat? I'm guessing that was a cut.
Hey, look, I'm learning. He
Are
lied.
you?
No.
That's what I thought.
I got some great bargains for you today.
No, not really.
That's a real beauty.
At least you made it to the checkpoint. Pretty sure this was a checkpoint.
Yeah, there's a checkpoint here, and there's a checkpoint after the Mama Scorpion or whatever this thing is fight.
I got some great bargains for you today.
I actually feel real dumb because there are segments while I was playing this game that I actually forgot that the quick select does not pause the game. in the first
Yeah.
in the first game.
I hate that feature.
It's just weird
Yeah, I know.
because I think I mentioned it before. Like this game has aged. It's not that it's aged poorly. It's just it's aged, and I think I think that's one of the better examples is there are just some elements that make the other games so much better and so much more tolerable.
I think that guy is stuck.
Yeah, I'll do open in a minute. You know, it would be really sad if I actually took down the laser fence and then he came to attack me.
By the way, you missed a gold bolt.
I go back for it.
Do you?
Because it's the, I think I know which one you're talking about. It's the one in the small area that we just passed, right?
Yeah, yeah, where the vendor is.
Yeah, so I do go back for it. I don't know if I show it, but I do go back for that gold bolt. Because I know I die to the I know I die to the Scorpion Queen.
Quick question: are you gonna do a skill point here or no?
I try the skill point.
Yeah, I know. It's not an easy skill point to earn.
Oh yeah, because the for the for anyone wondering, the skill point in this section requires you to take down this boss using only the wrench, which is doable. It's just incredibly fucking hard.
Yeah, you gotta do it grandpa style, folks.
The downside is if you pull out any weapon and hit the boss once, then
Game.
you immediately lose the skill point. And because there is no other section, like this is the only time you actually fight this boss. There's no other chance you have to get that skill point if you defeat the boss.
You
Outside
gotta
of
start all
Yeah.
over again.
You would essentially have to start the entire game over again if you miss the skill point. Or use a cheat code. I don't care enough about the skill points to I don't care enough about the skill points to go after them. I mean, I attempt to do the skill point, which is why I died to this boss. But I'm not worried enough to go after it because what are the skill points unlock in the first game?
I'm trying to remember. I think you unlock things like behind the scenes, concept art,
The
an
commercials.
epilogue.
Yeah, the epilogue. Well, there.
Cheats.
I don't know if you get cheats in the first game.
I think you get something like that.
I don't think in the first game. I know that is something in the later games. But the point is the skill points aren't as useful as they are in later games. I will be showing off the epilogue stuff because there is there is an epilogue cutscene, which is just a separate thing. But
Thought I
there
was
is
a goner this
epilogue
time. Some nano-wit in
magazines.
genetics must have left the cages open again.
You could come down now.
Honestly,
There are epilogue
a gadget
magazines
engineer
that show
deserves
off
a bit more respect,
what
if
happened
you
to
ask
Ratchet
me.
and Clank between
So,
the events
you
of the
are an
first and
inventor.
second game.
Gadget engineer. I create revolutionary devices for Executive Chairman Drek. For instance, Viola.
Oh, jeez, he's one of these pretentious assholes.
Look, I need to get out of here so I can find a new job. How about I sell you these at cost?
At cost.
Sal, after we just saved your scrawny butt?
All right. I'll give you the employee discount too.
You know, considering these things cost 2,000 bolts
Well,
with the employee
thanks. I'm
discount,
gonna
I'm
get out of
wondering
here
how
while I
much
still can.
how much he would have sold it for us if he hadn't thrown in the employee discount.
You've got the grind boots. Grind boots let you travel on rails
Also,
like this.
I hope you guys are ready to
Just
watch the
jump
most
onto the
embarrassing
rail
death
and
I've ever
grind.
had in a Ratchet and Clank game.
Oh.
In a second.
Wow.
In my defense, I thought that was solid. I thought it was solid glass. So I thought, oh, I'll just be able to either jump on the grind rail or jump back to where I was and get on the grind rail. And no, I just fall through and it's like, good to know there's no collision there. The only thing I can say to at least slightly defend myself is, you think this is bad? We've proven that there are situations where I've played the game before and I still fail. Glares at Batman.
I.
Hey, Batman at least had some funny deaths in it. I'm not saying they're not embarrassing, but at least they're funny. Also, look! Clank gameplay! The fact that I can count on one hand how many times I've actually enjoyed Clank gameplay really does suck. Although, later we have the ability to turn into
Jump,
Giant Clank.
Then press and hold the X button again.
I'm wondering what your thoughts on the Giant Clank segments are.
Oh, they're fine.
I do love that Up Your Arsenal just has a fucking kaiju fight. Like that's that's what that's Clank's only Giant Clank segment in Up Your Arsenal. It's just a fucking kaiju fight. And then we never see Giant Clank again for the rest of the franchise. Well, we get it. Giant Clank is at least referenced in Rift Apart. Not because Clank brings up the fact that he can do it, but because his interdimensional counterpart is able to transform into a warbot, and we see her transform into a warbot multiple times throughout the game. So it's the only time in 20 years since Up Your Arsenal that it really feels like they reference that. Oh yeah, Clank has this ability.
You know, I question how you fall in the vacuum of space. Should I not think about it too much?
Gravity. That's how.
But you're in space.
Gravitational pull of a nearby planet.
I don't think there are any planets nearby this station.
You have just
Shut up, Rumpy.
Shut up, Rumpy!
But Rumpy, shut up!
Stop questioning it. You're gonna make the whole point fall apart. Honestly though, that's my best guess. Is it probably is gravity of a nearby planet, because I think there's a planet nearby. Or an asteroid that has a gravitational pull. There's something nearby that probably
the
does it.
Gadgetron Hydro Displacer uses insta faucets and insta drains. Using it, you can drain and fill pools. Our sensors do not detect any on this space station.
We.
Also, that supposing there's artificial gravity on the space station, maybe the
I'm
artificial gravity
So
is
you are.
what's making
And
them fall.
I found
And
this.
after you get
Hey,
past the point where the
cool.
artificial
It's
gravity would be, Clank
what is
just
it?
kind of
A
continues
hydrodisplacer.
floating through space
Great.
past that
I
point
always
or
wanted one of
something.
those. I guess.
I guess.
Did you know you can place any
Shut up. Anyway, time to go to the hoverboard races. You know,
Let's get out of here.
you know, next part.
Bye.
Adios.